Ah, hello. We've got folks popping in already. Um, I've had to tweak a couple of settings here and there, audio-wise, again, because of unrelated weird shit with Discord of all things. Um, how's my voice sounding? Is it too loud? Is it good level? Do I need to turn it down a bit? How's that looking and sounding? Sounds pretty good. Okay, cool. Let me know if that needs to change at all at any point, because it very well may. I'm gonna wait for see if anyone else decides to pop in. Then we'll get back to the good stuff. Wanted to stream like all of last week, but it just wasn't feasible. Just wasn't gonna happen. We're probably gonna finish Extraction Point tonight, maybe, if everything goes well. I think it will. I think we're already past the halfway point, if I remember right. So, again, depending on how long that takes, we might start the other one. Everything that'll come along with that. I think I have the other one installed already, don't I? Yeah, I do. God, I even have Fear 3 installed. Jesus. Fear 1 has the top tier shotgun. It's impossible for any game to do anything better because no other shotgun has decided to just embrace the particle effects in the engine itself as much as the Fear 1 shotgun did. Like, I just fire this. Look at all that smoke. Doesn't need to be there, but it's there, and it makes every shot wonderful. Anyway, we were just doing. Okay, I remember where we're at. All right. Or I think I do. Is this the right save? This might not be the right save. This is probably the right save. Yeah, I remember where we were. God, yeah, even just adding this minigun was everything. Absolutely everything that this game needed. It's such a no-brainer, like, oh hey, game with slow-mo, of course we'll add a minigun. Why wasn't that there by default? I think we actually need to go this way. Also, I found out what was causing some of the random crashes. Apparently, if your computer is too good, and you have the texture resolution set to maximum, things will just break sometimes. So, if you ever get a bunch of big-ass crashes, just for a second, turn down the texture resolution. Get past the area that's crashing, and then keep on going. You'll be fine. God. Extraction Point is really weird with its technical problems. Mostly in that the first sphere doesn't really have much of anything wrong in general with it. But Extraction Point, it turns out, is just chock full of problems. Just wonderful. Just, I'll turn this up a little bit, I think. There we go. Everyone on Extreme is bonkers. Yeah, I just enjoy, like, fucking around in Fear, so I don't really play on the higher difficulties. I keep it, right around normal. that got a bit too loud. Yeah, I fucked around on hard a bit. That's fine, but whatever I guess the highest difficulty was extreme. I can't be doing with that. It's just too much for me. Honestly, with how so many remasters have been going lately, I'd be a little worried about a Fear 1 remaster. I'd be so concerned they'd find a way to fuck something up. They'll somehow break some of the particle effects or something. God. It's the best. Why wasn't that in the base game? Why'd the fucking developers of Section 8 have to come in to add the minigun to Fear? Give it to Remedy. Yeah, I'd be down with that. It was really nice playing Control after I played Quantum Break and realizing that, oh, thank goodness, Remedy does still remember how to make shooting feel good. Because even Alan Wake had pretty good feeling shooting. But Quantum Break was... that game was dire. Hey, buddy. Look at that. Look how good that still looks. Gotta love the lighting in these games. Even Fear 2 still has good lighting. The problem is, the dynamic lighting isn't utilized as much. And also the bloom is so fucking huge in areas. You'll see when I do Fear 2. Which, for those that aren't aware, yeah, I'm doing Fear 2. Oh. That's one of the better scares. But yeah, the bloom is so horribly overdone in Fear 2 that even the areas that do have good lighting, you can't really tell. Yeah, Mandalore's really good videos on Fear. I really wanted to review Fear 3 already. Stop being a coward. Yeah, Quantum Break being like 100 gigs is also a problem. Almost all of it is just the fucking pre-rendered videos and shit. All the live-action footage. God. It's so funny that that got a physical PC release with, like, everything on actual discs as well. I'm not going to go there yet. Anything else in here? No. Okay. What a surreal game in general, everything that went down with Quantum Break. I'm really glad Remedy managed to bounce back from that, because that was setting a precedent that I didn't really like. I was kind of worried with where they were going to take things after that, but Blade Control came out and everything was fine. Which I still need to do the DLCs for Control sometime. I've got it all on PC now. I played it on a fucking PS4 Pro before. So now I can really enjoy all of its ray tracing and its destructibility and all that. That'll be nice. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I'm still having this problem. Where... Refresh the page. I do. Weird. Yeah, it's nice that Remedy does keep putting live action stuff in their games. The problem with like Quantum Break was that it... Oh, one sec. God, Fear's so good. What was I saying? Yeah, the problem with Quantum Break was that there was so much of it, like, just for, like, conveying the story. And they also had that fucking... that TV miniseries thing, and... I know they wanted to, like, expand on what they already started to try to do with Alan Wake, but man... So at least one dude around here. One makes him like the worst of Netflix TV. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the whole first phase of Xbox One stuff was TV, and that all died, thankfully. God, yeah, I love Darling so much. I want to go just do a complete replay of Control to really dig into the DLCs as well, just because of him. I love him so much. Also, it'll be nice to, you know, play Control with a mouse and keyboard so the aiming feels good. Because while the shooting feels good in Control on PS4, the aiming does not. There you are. Buddy, where were you? Fear's so good. It's gonna suck so hard when I play Fear 2. It just doesn't bring me the same joy automatically. Okay. Yeah. Fear really hits that perfect balance of just, like, going all out with the gore, but also having it, like, be really fun. I especially love how it, like, collects on surfaces. That Halo show is really fun. I'm glad it's finally happening, like, actually happening now. Yes, this expansion was the only good thing after Fear 1. The other expansion, Perseus Mandate, is very bad, which we might get to see tonight. No promises. And Fear 2 is quite bad. I never played Fear 2's DLC, Reborn, so I'll be doing that completely blind when the time comes. And Fear 3 is very funny. It's not good in the slightest, but it is a hoot. It's got a good shotgun again. Yeah, the TV is supposed to be, like... It seems like it's doing the Fall of Reach, and, like, everything leading up to that. But, like, a new interpretation of it.
I'm at the hospital. Oh god. They're dead. They're all dead.
Has the low poly animal Twitter posted the Fear rats yet? I feel like it should. CGI Fall of Reach was very bad. Not only was it, like, you know, super inaccurate, which, I mean, you know, I can forgive a certain degree of that, because, you know, adaptation, freedom, all that. But it's just genuinely really dreadful. It looks bad.
They know you're coming.
Acting's bad. It's just not great. This fire is like that perfect balance of like you can tell that it's just like a GIF, but everything around it really sells it. Good lighting effects, people. These are the things that matter most. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember what I have to do here. Yeah, first sequels being like what Mandalore went on about would have been really good. Honestly, I just wish that what they set up in Extraction Point had been, like, built on more. I really just like the idea of, like, even Alma having, like, still two versions of herself that are running around, with, like, the spirit version that's more protective of you, and then her physical form, which is all, like, fucked up and gnarly still, and more aggressive in general. But, you know, Fear 2 kinda, sorta does something a little bit with that, sort of, but not really. Plus, also, you're not playing as the point man in 2, so, you know, doesn't matter. Oh. Oh, no. You're giving that to me, buddy boy. Let's see. Alright, where am I going? Here. There we go. Too bad there's no fear movie with Nick Cage. God, I wish. Hi, Jay. Welcome. Welcome to me playing Fear very badly. Or semi-adequately. God, I really... Sorry, I'm just thinking now about just possible sequels to Fear and how things could have gone. Ooh. What was this again? Yeah. Hmm. I'm gonna temporarily drop the shotgun for once. Because I want to use all the expansion weapons, and I like this too much to not use it. This is why. You know you've got a good shotgun when you have a 3-weapon limit, and you have to really consider not having one of those slots always be the shotgun. Hmm. I really hope that whenever I swap over to Streamlabs, it resolves the problem of me needing to randomly refresh the chat. Like manually. What did I miss? When do you fight John Travolta in this game? God, now I can't decide on Paxton Fettel being played by John Travolta or Nick Cage. I'm still leaning more into Nick Cage, but man. Can you imagine? I'd like Paxton Fettel to be in more stuff. I don't even know why he just keeps on popping up in this series after you kill him in one. Because the reason gets more and more contrived each time. But it's okay, because I love him. If there's any one thing... God. Anyway, if there's any one thing that I think Fear could have changed is the flashlight. Just in games in general, we don't need to have flashlight batteries. It's fine. Oh, anyone still? There's 3. There should be 1 more. No. Yeah, a lot of people like don't seem to like know like where the balance is with Fear, like how much of it is a horror game, how much of it is a shooter. It's much more shooter than horror. Even though horror is not all that scary to me. It has a couple moments that I think are generally really spooky. But most of the time, nah. Ruh-roh. 'Love it. What am I gonna drop? This is out of ammo. And this... 2 shots. This is even less. Okay. We'll go this route. This will be fine for now. Here is a great shooter because honestly every gun is perfectly fine to use and completely viable. Yeah, the audio design is really one of the best things about Fear. Like, just, everything just feels and sounds just wonderful. Oh. No, it's fine. Okay. We're getting flight testing next week for MCC custom browsers and Halo Online map for 3. Perfect. So probably going to be the Turf remake. I don't see them testing out any other of the Halo Online maps before the Turf remake. That's the big one. God. Something about doing a fucking cross counter with a shotgun's really good.
It's locked, dumbass. Oh, hi.
He's back.
I
Not dead.
know it was you. Listen, you owe me. You wouldn't have gotten out of Origin without me. You know that, right? You wait right there. I'll come around and open the door. But you gotta promise me you'll take me with you. You using the grenade launcher? No, wait, I want the plasma rifle. How about the minigun? No? Goodbye.
Thanks, Timegate. Kind of crazy how the time sold out wasn't just copied by everyone after this came out. Yeah, well, I mean, hey, if this was modern Monolith, that would be the case, like with the Nemesis system. But no, there was a bunch of games that did that at least did slow-mo right around this time. Even Fear wasn't like the first. The Matrix was just really big, and so everyone wanted to do slow-mo. I think the only game that really has slow-mo that can come close to Fear's and is well above Max Payne's is in Stranglehold. Stranglehold's great. I think it might be on GOG now. If it is, please play Stranglehold. Yeah. So good. Oh. That's bad. What do we got? Still alive? Uh-oh. I'm gonna die. That was a bad call. I completely fucked that up. Let me do this. Okay. Let's do that better this time. And actually use our brain. Jesus. Oh. There we go. Okay. Love is back. News about the new system was really depressing. Yeah. It's really bad. It's really fucking bad. I know it's more of probably a WB scumminess than a monolith scumminess, but still, I just can't get behind it. I know it's not the first time. Hell, even Capcom has, like, you know, patents and copyrights and shit on some stuff, but they don't really enforce it. They're pretty chill. The fucking Namco minigame shit. That's the worst. I'm glad that I think that finally expired, so we can get back to having loading game minigames again. I think. Don't quote me on that. It really sucked the hardest about the loading minigames thing, because it also made the interactive loading in, like, the Okami and Devil May Cry 3 remasters just not get to come back for them. Didn't patent the sphere effects from Eternal Darkness? I think so. I'm like 90% sure they did. Did? Yeah, you did. I heard one left. There you are. Oh, one more. Oh, I fucking love fear. Okay. Oh god, where was I? Sega being asses about Simpsons Road Rage and indie games like Crazy Taxi is very shitty. Yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on with Sega, because they're sometimes they won't give a shit about stuff like that, but that in particular, they're real anal about. I don't get it. Ruh-roh. Wahoo! Yeah, at least they're Nintendo. Yeah, when's the last time Sega sued someone? Also, I just love the fact that just everything is completely falling apart in Extraction Point. Oh. What happened with Sonic Mania? I don't remember that. Or I just wasn't paying attention. I'm not really a Sonic person, so... God, Extraction Point just loads you out so much that running into even those is just nothing. It's fine. You'll be fine.
I don't know where to go.
Sega Japan didn't like an American team for Sonic Mania. It was reviewed more well than other Sonic games. I mean, well, maybe they should. Maybe the Japanese team should make a good Sonic game. Oh! And again, I'm not a Sonic person. I don't play Sonic. I've played like 10 minutes of one of them, so I can't properly comment on the state of the franchise. I hear Mania is about the only thing anyone's liked for a while, but I also don't know how much of it is just, you know, a fan base that just doesn't like anything that gets put out. So I don't know how the other games actually are, like horses and shit like that. Sonic's just in a weird spot these days. Yeah, you know, Sonic just had a rough transition to 3D. I'll stop. So like the Halo community, yes. Jesus. Buddy. Whew! God damn. Halo wishes the heady game was cool. Shadow the Hedgehog. Man. Really want a a Halo game that just like decides to embrace some silly, edgy idea. Just why not? Fuck it. Let's go. That's out. Jesus, they really want me to have rocket ammo. I guess I'll replace this, just so I don't have an empty gun. Okay. Grunt is the main character. Yeah. Oh. Jesus, another one? I completely forgot about fighting these. Oh fuck. I'm gonna see if I can actually just avoid you. Oh. Look at that. It's fine. I'm gonna save these rockets. Give it to the guy that made SPV3. SPV3 isn't Shadow. SPV3 is Jack Edgy. Oh god. I feel like that's an even better comparison for what SPV3 is in terms of edge content. Because, like...
You still don't know, do you? What you are. Why you're here. You will be a god among men.
I remember there being a big battle here. Do I remember right?
Why run? You cannot escape something you have been part of since before you were born.
God. It sounds like fucking Raiden doing the Jack the Ripper voice in Metal Gear Rising. This is why we need more people like Paxton Fettel. Just give me some goofy dude that's just gonna completely chew the scenery while being a spooky ghost.
You're not coming, are you? I'm going to die here alone. I don't want to die with them.
Yeah, I'm always sad about Metal Gear Rising too.
John, what's happening? I can't reach anybody.
I still think about that idea that Kojima had mentioned about Metal Gear Rising 2 being about like nanomachine zombies. I still don't know if that was like just him fucking around or not at that point. Jesus. The dismemberment of fear is, like, rare enough that when it does happen, it still feels like a cool thing. Richard, know yourself, yeah. I still think Metal Gear Rising 2 should have been set like way later, and you'd play as Raiden's son, trying to go take down Big Raiden. And he plays like Virgil. He doesn't even have any cyborg enhancements, he just plays like Virgil. He channels his inner weeb. Oh. That's basically what Virgil does. Oh yeah, whatever happened to Cecile? Was there literally just that line in Ground Zeroes about them like going away for the inspection? Did they really never come up in Phantom Pain? I don't remember at all. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Oh, there's a ladder here. Fuck. She just goes back to France. Yeah, and Amanda's off doing her. That was Chico's sister's name, right, Amanda? Some veteran of the Navy. Yeah. I love that it gives you a checkpoint right here, just in case you fuck up this jump. Oh. Yeah, Cecile was just fine. She...
Hurry.
Hi, Mom. Bye, Mom. Fucked up that Kojima decides to spare the French. What did he mean by this? Natasha? Yeah, Natasha got... She was mostly fine. She got to write a book, and then she had to go into hiding. But that's about it. I think she was fine after that. Fun fact, Ames in Metal Gear Solid 2, the dude that... the hostage that Raiden gets in contact with that dies from his pacemaker getting turned off was supposed to be Natasha's... Was it Natasha or Nastasha? Anyway, it was supposed to be her, like, ex-husband. Oh, you're fine. Ooh. That's bad. Spares the French, but but kill Strangelove. He is a monster for that. I'll always be mad about Strangelove. She got a really raw deal. Also, really mad that they brought the boss's voice actress back for Phantom Pain, only to have her record 3 fucking lines. When she announced on Twitter that she recorded something for Phantom Pain, I thought it was going to be a really big deal. Nope. That's why I saved the rocket ammo. I'm so sorry, everyone. This game decides to just be really loud sometimes. Do I care about 3 rockets, or do I care about the skeleton? I care about the skeleton. Snake and Metal 2 feels so different to Snake and Metal Solid 1. Yeah, I mean, you know, to be fair, going off to become a hermit in Alaska that'll do that to you. After you find out that you just killed your dad and shit. Miller really gets it twice. Yeah. Miller really gets the rawest deal of all. Like, just thinking about how, like, he felt betrayed by Big Boss. And then trained Big Boss's children solely with the intent of having them later kill Big Boss, succeeding, and then just, you know, dying in a shack somewhere at Liquid's hands. Or fucking Miller. Everyone says Snake had a hard life, but man, Miller had it real bad.
Jenny, it's John. Stay where you are. I'm coming to you.
It's really weird that they kept a couple of these answering machine things in Extraction Point, only for them to be kind of nothing. Like they're pretty consistent in the regular game, and there's, like, you know, kind of intersecting interactions and stuff in them. But in this is just a couple of, like, really basic messages. Love the skelly gun. Oh! That was almost really bad. No one saw that. I feel like the massive retconning of Miller's character in Peace Walker was probably one of the best things they did in Peace Walker.
Soon you will have a choice to make. You will have the time that you'll have to stop.
Like, just making him into a cute goofball that was best friends with Big Boss is really good. Extraction Point does some cool stuff. Oh. Still enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 4. Made my made my mom cry when Big Boss died. That's a I've never heard that before. That's cool. I have a lot of mixed feelings about Metal Gear Solid 4 to this day, but I will always attest that it's got some of the best emotional beats, and also probably still my favorite final boss in any game. Oh. Oh. Or Miller Codex and seeing Big Boss shirtless and swim trunks. Yes, I do. I really wish they just would stop being cowards and just fully admit that they were dating. We all know it. We know what was going on. I keep forgetting about the auto turrets and that I have them. Let's see. Really hope Konami decides to make a shit ton of money one day and just make the Legacy Collection playable on PS4. Yeah, that'd be nice. I still have my first run copy of Legacy Collection, and I'm surprised that doesn't go for more. Not that I would sell it, but it only sells for like 100-ish or something. So I know the first run is the only one that had like that little like mini art book and like slightly better packaging and stuff. Oh, runtime error. There's a crash. Okay, this is where we relaunch it and we set the textures down. Back my quick save. Darn. Do that bit again. That's okay. There you are.
Hi, sweetheart. Just checking in. The explosion's all over the news, and I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, see? They're so minimal. It's really weird. Okay, we are going to go to options. We're going to performance. Remember, if you get weird crashes, always try doing this first. Texture resolution minimum. Go to potato mode for a little bit. There we go. And now we can exit potato mode. Telling you, this game's got some modern problems that are unique only to. I don't think even Perseus Mandate has these problems, but again, Perseus Mandate is not nearly as technically impressive as this game, or this expansion rather. I'm not gonna put stock on MGS remake rumored. Yeah, don't. That's not gonna happen. There's no fucking way. Oh. Oh, we got the bad frame rate again. Ooh. Do I need to run... Hold on. I think I need to run that 4 gig patcher again. 1 second. Where did I put that? Downloads. 4 gig patch. Two. Okay. I told y'all we'd have weird technical problems, and this is just what it's gonna be. Let's see if that's good. There we go. 144. Just as it should be. And let me pull the chat back up. Okay. MGS remake rumors, mostly Sony buying MGS from Konami, never gonna happen. Even if Konami has everything to gain from it financially, they just would never do it. Really, the big rumor that I'm curious about right now is the fact that Bloober Team, the guys behind Layers of Fear and the Medium, are very likely doing a new the next Silent Hill game. And oh boy, that's gonna be bad if that's the case. That's gonna suck. That's gonna suck a lot. Like, there's actually, like, genuine evidence that makes sense behind the Bloober Team doing Silent Hill thing, but man. Silent Hill fans have it worse than F-Zero fans. Yeah, like, at least F-Zero fans, your last game was really good. You know? Like, you got to have that. We keep on getting bad games and bad re-releases of good games that we would just prefer the series just be dead. Bloober is not exclusive to Microsoft, and I'm pretty sure the everything with the Silent Hill Sony thing got pretty well debunked, aside from just the idea of another Silent Hill game is being made. But hey, if it means easier financing, I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to have a Bloober Team Silent Hill game be exclusive to the Xbox. But as far as I recall, I don't think Microsoft owns Bloober Team. They just have good publishing relations with them. What Mandela was talking about Kingdom Hearts on PC with Jason. That's Mandalor's pretty easy to talk to. I've chatted with him every so often. He's a cool dude. The medium does look really rough. Everything Bloober Team puts out is very pretty looking, very badly written, very derivative of other works in ways that go beyond just like inspiration, but more like, oh, we just don't know what to make for ourselves. We're just gonna straight up copy stuff. And they really like to write things that you know, push the idea that, like, you know, abuse is cyclical and there's no escape from it in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. And, you know, if you have any degree of mental illness, you're just a lost cause. Which has been a thing in the medium, in Layers of Fear, especially in Layers of Fear 2, or not 2, the other sequel they did that's not called 2, but is actually a direct sequel to the first game. Layers of Fear is weird. They're the horror equivalent of Tokyo RPG Factory. Yes, 100%. There you are. God. This laser is the only thing that gives me joy similar to just like running around with my lightsaber running against walls in Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy. Gives me the same good brain chemical. See you, buddy. What a nice detail. I hit these chemicals with a laser. Catch on fire. Beautiful. Love the little things. One shot left. I think there's one more dude walking around. Maybe? No? Okay. Troy Baker plays a demon with high heels and a big ass, and he also has a funny voice. Yeah, there's one thing that's okay about the medium, and it's that Troy Baker plays a demon with a giant ass. His performance is really rough. He's just... no one's stopping him when they really should rein him in. But yeah. What the hell is Ring the Legend of Nibelungen 2? What is that? I fear I shouldn't ask, but I need to. to stream the first. I should probably check out Mandalore streams more often. I should check out other streams in general more often. I don't really watch streams very much as it is. I think it's mostly because I just can't, like, sit down and watch someone for hours anymore. Like, I can't really watch Let's Plays anymore either. And I'm not good at, like, multitasking, listening, and, like, actually listening to what's going on and doing something else. So, like, if I'm listening to a podcast, for instance, I just have to have, like, only that open. Or I'm just not gonna retain anything that people are saying. I got the bad brain like that. Okay, let's not fuck this up. There we go. Aha! I don't know why this is here, but I'll take it. It's more bizarre than Mystery of the Druids. Oh, that's great. I should probably... I have a physical copy of Mystery of the Druids with, like, a printed out GameFAQs guide with insane notes written by the person that was trying to make sense of it. I should probably stream that sometime. Fun fact about Mystery of the Druids, I share the first name of a character from that game. What character? Are all the weird Mandalore game reviews just always going to be in October? Is that how things have to be? That was when the Druids review came out, right? And the Limbo of the Lost. Were they both October? Brent. Oh no! No, not Halligan's name. I can play video games or do something like paint while listening to someone. It's just reading and listening to people that messes me up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm real bad about that one. My wife can attest. Okay, that got me. This bit's good. I like this bit. Limbo of the Lost is hilarious because it makes no sense in logic. Limbo of the Lost is hilarious for a great many reasons. I'm really sad that copies for that got exorbitantly expensive after Mandy did his review. Because I was tempted to grab one right when that review came out, but I was like, I don't really want to spend $30 on this. When I can just pirate it, maybe not. But then they shot up to like $500. Before I drop down there, let's see if there's anything in here for me. Ooh. Which way? I've been in here. Okay, cool. Oh, they would have both just brought me to either side. That's nice. That just feels like a realistic level design, which Fear is always very good about. Let me tell you, I love a good blood room Fear knows how to have a good blood room. Thank you, Fear. We have more fun about a point-and-click adventure games. Yeah, we do. The main thing is it's kind of like making movies like The Room, where it has to only come about from like real earnestness combined with an absolute like inability to actually create. God, I hate these. These actually know how to fuck with me a bit. Blood room. Oh. Oh god, yeah, do you mean, what was it, the neighbors? Was it neighbors or roommates? I don't remember. Or what was that, that movie he made with Greg? Best Friends? I still want to check that out sometime. I know he didn't direct it, there was like some other dude directed it, but I think he and Greg co-wrote it, maybe? Red Letter Media's like movies, I think, still manage to be like fun. Like even though they're going deep on the irony thing, like I don't know, I like Space Cop a lot still, and Feeding Frenzy was fun. I liked it, and Gorilla Interrupted is just great in a different kind of way. Because Gorilla Interrupted, you know, has the same kind of charm, I think, as like The Room does. Because it's these people that are making a movie that just sucks, but there's still like legit passion there. And their documentary thing that they released with the DVD is also really good. Apparently, I need to watch that. What was the point-and-click adventure game that had Playboy Lady as the main character that travels through universes? What? I don't know. What is that? Oh. Birdemic 2 is very bad. Don't watch Birdemic 2. Just only watch the first Birdemic. Ah. See, this cool transition that just happened? Layers of Fear is an entire game built around it, but in a way that kind of sucks. You can't build an entire game around it, it turns out. Man, extraction point's so fucking cool. Look at this big blood fountain. I love a big blood fountain. Oh! Yeah, seeing red letter media kind of just steadily go down as they became more like bitter and cynical about pop culture in like ways that are like, you know, they don't like where things are going, but they still continue to consume it anyway. Just sucks. You know, just be like me, and if you don't like something, just don't engage with it. Or in the case of what I'll be doing with Perseus Mandate and the other Fear games, still have fun with it by having others enjoy you trying to make your way through it. Because, like, I think really the worst of it comes from Mike and Rich, which sucks because I think that they can have really great, like they do have great chemistry, and they can still have a lot of like great moments and interactions. But whenever they start talking about Star Trek, I have to get really tired. Because even if, like, you know, Picard isn't great, or Discovery isn't great and all that, you gotta let it go, man. Star Trek hasn't been very good for a long time. Though, that said, oh! I looked away for a moment. What the fuck just happened? There you are. Love to have an instant kill melee. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Season 3 of Discovery, though. Turns out Discovery also applies the usual Star Trek rule of the first couple of seasons are pretty bad, and then it gets good. Season 3 was a good time. I highly encourage people to just make your way through those first 2 seasons and give Season 3 an honest shot. I liked it a lot. Like what they're doing there. Oof. Oh, good, he's dead. I love this minigun. This might be the best minigun. I can't think of any other ones that I like more than this one. I don't want it. Oh, goody. I love just shooting into dust, not knowing for sure if something is there, but having a pretty good feeling that there is. And then when the dust settles, there's just a corpse. Fear is really good. Okay. I haven't been paying attention to the chat. I'm sorry about that. Star Wars ends at The Last Jedi, and that's it. Yep, Last Jedi was really good. I am one of the Last Jedi defenders because I think that movie's great. Up there, right alongside Empire, my favorite one. Let's see. I've been really annoyed by Star Wars Discord as of late, and I've also been watching older movies and having a good time. No baggage except that they're old. Yeah. Star Wars Discourse has kind of always sucked, but it's really gotten worse. like, Star Wars fans just kind of suck in general. It's just kind of how things are. Uh-oh. Like, you know, when you had... Because there's always been people that have been like, oh yeah, you know, Empire made things worse, and the only real Star Wars movie is the very first one, and people that don't like Return of the Jedi, people that think the special editions ruined Star Wars, people that think the prequels ruined Star Wars, people that think that the EU ruined Star Wars, people think that the EU is the only good thing in Star Wars. Now Disney ruined Star Wars, and it's... Star Wars discourse just fucking sucks, man. It's better to just kind of always stay out of it. Uh-oh. That's gonna be bad. I only have the shotgun and some grenades. Okay. That could have been much worse. I need to get back into Star Trek. Stopped at, I think, the final season of the OG show. Yeah, Star Trek's really good. TNG is... It's really great, but, man, I'm going to recommend you kind of watch it in bursts. The first two seasons kind of consistently suck, aside from a few standout episodes. Season 3 is where it starts to be better, but I think people that say that TNG is always good after, this is great, by the way. But anyway, yeah, I think people that say that TNG is consistently great after Season 2 ends really don't remember just how many dud episodes there are, even, like, up to the final season. I don't think I need to talk about the fucking... the Irish Ghost Candle episode. Deep Space Nine is the best overall, I feel. Even when it's, like, weak, it's a bad Deep Space Nine episode is just like you know, a mid-tier TNG episode in terms of quality, I feel. And I'm just not fond of Voyager all around. Or Enterprise. But some people really like Voyager. I don't know anyone that likes Enterprise, though. But, you know, there's plenty of Star Trek to watch. And if you binge TNG, you're just gonna get really tired really fast, I think. So just kind of take it easy with it. Go at it at your own pace. And DS9 is more serialized, so that's more of a show that I think is, like, properly bingeable. Yeah, you're gonna love Deep Space Nine. It's just a great time all around. Let's see. I had to refresh the chat again. Only type of discourse that annoyed me as much as Star Wars was everything surrounding The Last of Us 2. Yep! That was a really frustrating situation all around, with all legitimate criticisms being drowned out by the usual, you know, gamers being gamers. to the point that I think even what the game legitimately had to say in a good way on what it was trying to do thematically and all that, also got shat on to a ridiculous degree. I don't think it's, you know, this terribly written, awful game that people really like to make it out to be. I think it's just, you know, not as good as the first one. I think it legitimately has something to say, and I think it does an okay job out of it at times, and I think other times it doesn't. Kind of just like how the first game did as well. But, you know, the issues with, like, Naughty Dog's labor situation, their crunch culture, and the really bad transphobia in that game, and plenty of other shit, just got completely buried by people that, like, decided, hey, I'm gonna trace this sex scene because, haha, this lady isn't traditionally feminine, and then I'm gonna send it to Anita Sarkeesian of all people. Why are people still talking about her? And I'm going to, you know, then wonder why people say I'm sexist. Gamers, man. I feel really bad for Laura Bailey. She got her rough, and she doesn't deserve that. Laura Bailey's a treasure. Sopranos put a stop to my Star Trek journey. That's fair. Let's see. Feels like saying you like this movie or that movie, you're assigning like a political position to it, like TLJ isn't a sacred cow above criticism. True. But the discourse has just totally ruined any interest to do so. Yep, I don't talk about The Last Jedi anymore because talking about it positively or negatively has just been completely ruined for me by how things went with talking about it. I listened to a podcast recently where they discussed that, and that really depresses me that we can't just talk about them as films. Yeah, it sucks. This is why we really, especially nowadays, need to fucking teach media literacy in school and shit. Because it's getting bad. We got YouTubers making thousands of dollars saying that they have objective opinions. It's getting rough out there, y'all. Oh, I'm sure they're gonna keep Laura Bailey in as Kaine. It would be insane for them to recast her. And they kept what's the name of Emil's dub voice? Again, I always forget their name. But you know, they kept them for Automata, so I'm pretty sure they'll try to keep the cast as consistent as possible. Aside, obviously, from Nier, since you know he's a small baby man now. Yeah, I love the game. I like the second half of it just as much as the first game, even if it has really big problems, and load the first half of people. I dare to say it was a 6, not an awful game. Yeah, you know, people are... And I like to point to Tortanic, or, you know, to the Old Republic as, like, the thing that made people especially want every single, like, game that does slightly not great to be a massive, huge, you know, oh, this is the end of everything situation. But honestly, it's really just a natural continuation of where, like, media analysis and criticism has been going for fucking decades. Gamers and pseudo-critics love to latch onto certain things the director says. It's about hate revenge, it's about expectations, all shell, it's just lazy. Yep. People really love to have, like, a little snippet piece. Like, people just want, like, little sound bites to justify their outrage, and it sucks. Uh-oh. Extraction points, really cool. Oh yeah. We're getting into the real weird stuff. God, extraction point's so fucking cool. Like, look at this. Like, I don't know, when I saw, you know, even people, like, getting after The Last of Us 2 for, oh, there's this part where you have to take a boat over a thing, you could probably just climb over. It's like, yeah, I get it, you know, but that's just a fucking thing in a bunch of video games that happens in general, where it's like, oh, I should be able to climb over this thing, but I can't because there needs to be a scripted event. Like, it's just games, man. There's just a lot of shit like that, and it gets me really, really tired. God, I love extraction points so much.
He's alive. I just picked up his signal. If you can hear me, get to high ground. A chopper is standing by.
Look how fucking cool the whole sequence was. Listen to this music. There's nothing else in the game that sounds like this. Wonderful. Let me refresh the chat because I'm sure there's probably been. Really love that I need to keep doing this because I barely see other reports of this. I don't know what the hell it is. It's not my ad blockers. I've had that disabled. I just need to keep on refreshing. I'm hoping that again when I switch over to Streamlabs that I won't be dealing with this anymore. Let's see. Neil Druckmann says he was inspired by Metal Gear Solid 2, so they just shouted him because the game wasn't MGS2 copy beat by beat. Yeah, people really don't understand that, like, inspired means more than just, you know, oh, I'm going to make this game again because I think I can make it this good. It's never the case. It's just, hey,
You should know better by now.
there are things about this that I thought were really cool, and I want to, you know, see where that energy takes me. Uh-oh. So let me see what else has been said. I think the ultimate example of how criticism gone wrong has gotten worse is Neil Druckmann. That was not a bad person for killing off your beloved character. Nope. Because he liked a Star Wars movie. It's a bad person because he crunched his employees and made them watch gore videos. Yeah. 100%. Again, it all comes down to people just wanting those sound bites, you know? Just want their easy thing they can point to be like, fuck this person, you know? Rihanna Rouge. Retrograde did a thing on it. Oh, okay. I'll check that out sometime. God, yeah, Korra Discourse was... I'm gonna be rewatching that show soon, because I still like Season 3 and most of Season 4. Oh, fuck. I remember the production problems that plagued Seasons 1 and 2 that caused them to be a show that I didn't like very much. But I thought 3 and 4 were great up until the end of Season 4, where I think it just kind of fell apart.
You should know better by now.
But man, talking about that show is still a nightmare. Oh shit! Oh god. Yeah, the problem is really glaring in Season 2 especially. Yeah, that second season...
You should know.
Sorry, so I don't fuck up again. I think what a lot of people don't really remember or understand about what happened with Korra, is... Oh yeah, Powerpuff Girls reboot. Well, which reboot, first off? There's been like 3 different things they've done with that. But yeah, it's had real shitty discussions as well, just because, oh, they put some memes in. Which, I mean, you know... If it's just not for you now, it's not for you now. It's fine. My thing with a kids show getting rebooted or whatever is always going to be, hey, are kids nowadays going to enjoy it? If so, cool, whatever. Because that's the target audience. It's very rare that you'll get a reboot that is trying to specifically cater just to the old fans. And that's okay. Part of the point of reboots is always supposed to be, you know, seeing, hey, is this property still viable, and can we bring it to a new audience? It's just... It's kind of cynical, but, hey, welcome to the creation of art under capitalism. That's just how it is. Doesn't mean that that situation can't make something really good. I mean, look at She-Ra. She-Ra turned out great. By the way, please watch She-Ra.
You
Woohoo!
should have a visual on the stack chopper.
Oh, Kevin Smith had a He-Man show? I had no idea. What happened with that? Is she canceled? Uh-oh.
Denver, this is Little Bird. We're on the ground. Hurry up so we can get the hell out of here.
Oh no!
They tried to bury their sins, but instead planted the seeds of their doom. But she would not be forgotten. We will make them remember. They will die. All of them. A war is coming. I've seen it in my dreams. Fire sweeping over the earth, bodies in the streets, cities turned to dust. Retaliation.
And that's it. That's Extraction Point. We will never see any of the plot points that came up in this ever be addressed ever again, because Fear 2 does not consider this expansion to be canon. Weirdly, it does have a single reference to Perseus' mandate somewhere in there, but not really too much for its plot at all. Drawing Point Man's face in Fear 3 was kind of dumb. It was really dumb, especially when he's got his big, goofy beard. But yeah, this expansion still rules, aside from all the weird, nightmarish technical stuff that I've never encountered before. I guess at this point my PC is literally too good for this engine to be able to handle, which is really funny. But still, great expansion. Highly recommend playing it alongside the first game. Let's see, Masters of the Universe Revelation, helmed by Smith and starring Mark Hamill, Skeletor. Aw, that would have been wonderful. And it's scored by Bear McCready. Yo. Aw, that would have been great. That would have been nice. I would have liked to see how that turned out in some way. I don't think Kevin Smith has really made anything especially great in, like, over a decade. But, you know, I still like seeing him try whenever it's, like, something he really cares about that isn't, like, just him jerking himself off. Yeah, were there any trailers for Nimona? Because I didn't see anything about it until Blue Sky got shut down, and I'm now hearing all these great things about it, and that sucks. That sucks a lot. I'm assuming since it was so close to the end of production, there's been stuff that was coming for it, but man. Oh yeah, I was talking about Korra earlier. Yeah, a thing that a lot of people don't really seem to understand about Korra is how fucked that show's whole production was. Because originally it was supposed to just be, there wasn't a trailer. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully we'll see stuff for that come out over the next few years, like just any production stuff from people. But anyway, Korra was originally, if I remember right, supposed to be just a miniseries, like just a 3 or 4 episode miniseries, and then Nickelodeon said, "Hey, after production had already started, hey, we want you guys to actually do this as more episodes, but still just a 1-season miniseries." And they said okay, and so they had to kind of stretch out what was there, and you can really tell that season 1 has a lot of really bad padding. then towards the end of the production of that, they suddenly said, "Hey, we actually want you to have a second season now." And Studio Mir was not contracted for that at the time. They already had other stuff on the slate, so they had to, one, change the end of season 1 of Korra to allow additional seasons to happen, which is why the Aang stuff happens. It's really bad. Uh, um, then they had to get another studio to work on it, and that was rough. And I know production stuff went really bad for. Hey, you got here just in time for the credits. Don't worry, we're gonna do Perseus Mandate, or at least a little bit of it here in a second. So you're here for the suffering. But anyway, but yeah, season 2. Then they had to deal with the Studio Pierrot, and Studio Mirror eventually got to come in, and they got to do the Avatar wand stuff in the middle. And they did a couple of episodes here and there throughout. I think they kind of, because the workload was just too much for Hero, to my understanding, and the results just weren't looking very good. And then season 3 is essentially the only season in all of Korra where they just kind of got to do their thing. They got to plan stuff out well enough. They had a pretty mostly smooth production, to my understanding, and it shows. Season 3 is great. I think season 3 is on par with any of the heights of The Last Airbender. Change is just an awesome season all around, and but towards the end of its airing, things started to get fucky with Nick taking it off of television airing and putting it only online. And they went back and forth on that a couple of times. And then for season 4, I can't remember if season 4 was solely online or not, but I know that because season 3's ratings went down because of how Nick kept changing back and forth on where they would even show it, they had a more limited production time. They had a smaller production budget. That's why the designs are so simplified in season 4, like Korra with her shorter hair and a different outfit, and other characters have much simpler designs just because, hey, we need simpler stuff to animate. And that led to season 4 kind of being how it was. It's a shame. Korra really deserved less weird bullshit, meddling, and indecision from Nick. Nick always fucks over shows because of time slots, yes. It's abhorrent. Just how bad that shit gets. Oh yeah, season 4 still looks really good. It's because, Studio Mir knows how to work within constraints pretty well, as long as they can plan for it accordingly, I find. And yeah, and also it helps that I think the more simplified designs work really well. I love how Korra looks in season 4 all around. Yeah, they gotta have more SpongeBob. Nick only makes money from SpongeBob at this point, so they gotta kill other stuff just to keep SpongeBob going. Yeah, I'm really not happy about what they're doing with SpongeBob right now. It's fucking gross, man. I like Kuvira a lot. I think that her character gets kind of fucked up towards the end. But it's been so long since I watched season 4 that I don't even really remember for sure what all happens there. So when I eventually rewatch it soon, I'm going to be able to really see how I feel about Korra now. Yeah, I've never looked at the expanded stuff for Avatar in general. I never read any of the comics for The Last Airbender. I never looked at the Korra comics or the books or anything, just because I don't feel like I need any of the stuff they go into in that. I don't really need to find out what happened to Zuko's mom or any of this other stuff. Things ending where they did was kind of enough for me. But, you know, if stuff in there is good, then cool. I'm really picky about my expanded universes. Like Halo, I get fucking huge into because I've been tied to Halo expanded universe shit since I was like 8 years old. Okay, time for Perseus Mandate because I don't like being good to myself, I guess. Oh god. Perseus Mandate. There we go. I have never finished this. I've started Perseus Mandate before, and I've detested every second of it. And then I dropped it. We're gonna have to tweak some settings. Oh god. Okay, we've already got a crash. Cool. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Let's see. Play. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna have to fucking go into game files to fuck with this. Oh, no, there we go. Hey, it's got it natively for once. That's nice. That was not the case in Extraction Point for some reason. Ah, beautiful. Okay. Performance. View card option. Max. Oh, that's cute. Okay. And I need to reorient my windows. Oh boy. Okay. Sorry, let me see what I missed out on in the chat. Let's see. Halo pretty much let me do online stuff. Yeah, very much for me. Steve Blum will talk to you. Oh god. Yeah, there's a lot of Steve Blum in this from what I remember. Core's good if nothing else. It gave us that Makora fans are popping champagne at the yeah. That was good. I'll give you that. Okay, I need to tweak the controls. I didn't know for sure if I was going to get to do this tonight or not, so I didn't prepare any of this, and I should apologize for that, but I won't. Yes. Yes, I put my grenade on mouse 3. I'm one of those people. Slow-mo, yes. Go. Okay. Cool, that should be that. Bonus missions. Oh no. We're not gonna touch those. I feel like Core's love triangle stuff is what turned me off of it so hard. Yeah, well, especially because I think it was just not developed in a way that felt really natural. It felt really stilted in Season 1 because of how stretched out Season 1 was. I didn't like that so much as Season 2 was dedicated to that stuff. But I do really like that Season 2 ended with Korra and Mako being like, hey, we just shouldn't be together, because we're clearly not good for each other. And I was like, hey, this is cool, this is nice. I like that these characters have grown enough that they recognize that they shouldn't be pining for each other, and then season 3 and 4 allowed them to have some really interesting character dynamic because of that. That was really good. Season 2 has a couple of good things in it that I like. I like the Civil War idea in general. I love the Avatar 1 episodes. I know people get about the lore stuff for Avatar 1 and what that brings up, but I don't really give a shit because it's still... The story that is there is good, and I like it, and it's neat, and I've been taking in so many, like, you know, long-running franchises for my entire life. I just expect retcons at this point. So, let's see. I do like things about Korra's romance. Mako and Korra broke up. Yep, like I was saying, and they were still friends. I do like that her and Asami are just good friends who then take the relationship up a notch. Yeah, it's nice. I think they were cowards for putting it only at the very end that they get together, but whatever. There were more important things going on. I can live with it, but I still think it kind of sucks. Retcon's about to happen. Look at Halo. Yes! Halo has some very good retcons. Has some bad ones, too. But I mostly like what happened with... I mean, hell, every Halo game fucking retcons the prior ones. Halo 2 retcons stuff. Halo 3 does.
Things have gone to shit at Armageddon.
Halo's built on retcons. No matter who's working on it.
What do you want me to do, sir? What you're good at, Morrison.
Oh yeah, I know that, you know, it's really just a matter of them needing to deal with, like, their limitations from making a network kids show.
Perseus is mine. Get it back. I don't care what you have to do.
Same stuff Steven Universe had to deal with, same stuff that all these big cartoons have to deal with. It's why I wish people wouldn't tie themselves solely to, God, these models suck. I hate that new enemy design. But anyway, I wish people would allow themselves to just take in, you know, things geared for older audiences more, rather than keeping themselves tied solely to... I'm gonna turn on the subtitles. Undersound? Undersound? Where did they put it? Game? Subtitles, yes. There we go. Yeah, people, like, invest themselves solely in kids shows when, like, the things that they want in terms of, like, you know, mature treatment of...
It looks like there's more to this Armacam situation than
more mature writing situations and things like that. That's going to be in other stuff. I think kids should have access to material like this, but until we can push network executives to allow that shit to you know, be in kids shows, there's no real point in getting after the showrunners for not being able to capitalize on these things in the way that we would like. Yell at the network, don't yell at the showrunners.
There he is. But
Yeah, you know,
security just
kid shows are...
contact, Aldous Bishop.
Adults freaking out over kid shows is always going to be really weird for me, because, like, you're not the target audience.
They're supposed to be on our side. Didn't ATC call us in to help them in the first place?
What's ATC hiding?
We don't know yet. Your mission is to secure Armacam's global data and security center and retrieve any information related to a project code.
Oh yeah, the stuff with Ruby was...
Paxton Fettel?
Cian is just as fucking scummy as Nick. It sucks.
Chat images have picked up enemy activity near the landing zone, so be careful. Head directly to ATC's data center once you're on the ground. As always, I'll be in radio contact with you throughout the mission. Begin your jump prep.
Time to fly.
Oh, there he is. There's Steve Blum. Is it Blum or Bloom? I always say Blum.
Looks like we set you down in the middle of things. It's going to be a hard slog to the data center.
It's definitely gonna be a slog. god, this is so flat.
What are they doing here?
Okay, one sec. I need to refresh the chat. Please, chat, save me from this. I think it's what. I don't know if you're being smart or not. I don't know if you're just fucking with me there or not. You remember the one person, the 100 writing tips? Oh yeah, Lily Orchard. Real focus on kids shows, and it showed. Sure did. So like, we're just playing as a dude, but we've got the slow-mo for
Come on, let's move.
whatever reason. This expansion is just kind of really cobbled together from what I did play of it, what I remember people saying, and I don't know why it's telling me to turn on my headlamp when like I can see things fine. There's like barely any difference because the lighting is already really fucked in this.
What the hell happened in here?
Basically going embrace the sun, yeah. I really need to get back to the Steven Universe. I dropped it in like season 3 or something just because I got really tired of its release schedule. Like Steven Bombs just really irritated me. And I need to go back and now that it's over, I do need to go back and watch it in full. I wish Cartoon Network would stop, you know, taking these shows that look really good and only releasing them on DVD.
Something else.
I'd really like a Blu-ray of Steven Universe. 5-2 level. God, it is. Like, none of these have shadows. This is just... Ugh. Feels real bad. Oh. That's new. Team Fortress 2 is going to have a TV show on Adult Swim. I don't remember that.
Stay close, Sergeant.
Oh, it's giving me this already, or... Huh. Okay. Hunt down the Freeman energy, yeah. Expiration date was a pilot. Oh, huh.
Down here.
God, yeah, I get really sad thinking about the last comic and everything with TF2. I just realized I should probably bump the stream. Hi, Zoro! Hello. I haven't bumped the stream in a couple of hours. I should probably do that real quick. Okay. God, everything about this just feels so off. Nuts. Like, I don't think I can really put it into words, but like, this feels just off. Like, just from the environments alone. That's okay. I'm glad you're here now, Zoro. I feel like people like the TF2 mercs because instead of investing them into some deep lore web, they mostly just establish their personality as lovable morons and let them loose. Yeah, pretty much. There is some cool lore stuff in there, I think. But yeah, I'm not like really invested in that. I just like the characters.
Stay alert.
Over there.
We're just in like these big, huge open areas with
Good work, Sergeant.
dudes are just kind of standing around in them. Like, these are environments designed to make the AI just feel bad as well. There we go. Indoor corridors. This is what we need more of. This is Fear's bread and butter.
Data center is 5 blocks due east of here. On the other side of this power station is a drainage pipe. We'll be able to take the sewers within a block and a half of the data center.
More gets established later, but it's very tongue-in-cheek and doesn't really affect the game, yeah, so you don't have the Overwatch thing of robot content raises dwarf team up to bomb robot cat. Oh, yeah. One of the cool things about Fear is seeing everything in an office flying around, and this is just empty nothing. Yeah! This environment doesn't allow me to, like, really enjoy the cool particle effects.
Come on, let's move.
I feel really bad for the writers for Overwatch, because I know they do legitimately, like, give a shit and stuff.
Stay frosty and be ready for anything.
But things just keep on just becoming nightmarish over there, apparently.
We got more coming in.
Okay, I fucked up because I wanted to use grenades too much. Okay. Hello, Matista. Welcome. Overwatch 2 is going to get hammered hard when it comes close to release. Yeah.
Come on, let's move.
Find the 3 ages thing. It's...
You ready?
Oh, the McCree stuff? Yeah.
Stay frosty and be ready for anything. Got more coming in. Looks like we got them all. Move out.
Ah, man. Even this encounter just doesn't have the same spice. Fuck every spouse of Blizzard's board of directors and make them watch. God. like hearing about how things are over at Blizzard, like I just feel real bad for the dev staff in general. Like they're going through some shit.
What the fuck was that?
Oh yeah, the timing on the Soldier 76 thing was real bad, just like how... Oh, they're just here now. Okay. God, this is just tossing enemies wherever. What is going on?
That's new.
Yeah, the like like I don't like I look at Tracer for instance, and like you know she seems like a fun spunky girl or whatever, and in game, and then I read about the Lord how she has like this, you know, tragic time travel device thing that she always has to have on her, or I guess now near her, whatever, or else she'll like be black holed out of time or something. It's just weird. Oh, I'm not going to talk about the Warcraft 3 remake, because I'm just going to get upset if I do. I'm going to get real mad.
Take him out, Sergeant, before he radios for backup. Watch out!
Uh-oh.
Good move. Don't worry, brother. We'll get you out.
Oh no.
In position. Nothing to report. Copy. Still.
Excuse me? Oh boy. Oh, this gun looks really bad. Oh, they're really trying with the metal shader. Oh man, okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Okay, that was kind of cool. That was nice. They did a thing there. They're like trying, you know?
Recon. Quiet down.
That's okay. That's fine.
Grenade, get down.
Oh.
You see him?
Oh no. The bounce on those is... okay. I don't know, this is fine so far. I don't hate this. What? Why am I getting visions? I'm just a dude.
on, let's go. Something's got me. Ah! Fuck, help me! Fuck, help me!
Uh-oh. Oh, I missed that. Okay. Let me fresh chat again, because I probably missed a whole bunch. Let's see. Oh god, yeah, the shit with the being in a minor's DMs to con copying it. Yeah. I swear to god, man. Fucking people. Shit. Yes, Fear 2 does have a whole thing about why the main dude has slow-mo powers. Because he doesn't start with them, he gets them after his anger early on. Okay. This is fine so far, this gun. I really don't mind this. Oh. The aiming's a little fucky with it, though. I feel like it doesn't go quite where you want it to. So that's a problem. But, you know, the explosions are really big and nice in Fear, so it's fine. No, it's not because Alma wants to ghost bone him. You get like captured and experimented on and given given some magic ghost drug. It's very silly. Ken Levine fucking is defending Gina Carano? Jesus Christ. Are you for real? Come on, man. Oh. Man, Bioshock Infinite sure is a game that he wrote, huh? God. Ken fucking Levine. What's he even doing anymore? Is he doing any game stuff right now? Did he shame himself out of development after Infinite fully? He's being a real centrist about it. Yep, that sounds about right given Bioshock Infinite. Oh man. Eat shit, Ken Levine. Oh! Bioshock 2 is still the best. It's really a shame that Bioshock 2, like, I'm not going to call it like a New Vegas situation fully, because Bioshock 2 is not as well written as New Vegas, but it really did feel like a kind of the same kind of energy, where the sequel by a different studio comes out, and the gameplay is mostly the same, but people shit on it because, you know, oh, it's not exactly the same as the original, or not the original, but the prior game. But like how people seem to want Fallout to be more like how 3 was versus how New Vegas was. And by people, I of course mean, you know, contemporary critics of the time and whatnot. But it's a shame, because Bioshock 2 is really, really good. Look at how fucking flat this is. What is this? Fucking Gary's Mod default map looking shit. Yeah, I remember the extra credits video about fucking 6 Days to Fallujah. It tracks with them. Man, that coming back right when I'm working on my Halo 2 video that's going to be touching on related subject matter, on top of fucking Marty and his studio working on it. Man, the universe is trying to tell me something. Okay, you know what, Perseus Mandate? Good job, you got me. That was fine. That was a jump scare, but it was an effective one. Okay.
Check outside. Grenade, get down! Grenade out!
That still feels good no matter what. Yeah, well, no, the soldier voices, those are great. They're real good. That's still just base fear stuff. Uh-oh. Okay. I can't stress enough just how off all of this is. Gibbing was the best thing people took from Quake, and yes, I call it gibbing, not jibbing. I don't call it jiff. Can't get behind calling them jibs. But yeah, no, I'm very, very much looking forward to 6 Days to Fallujah coming out, and because that's what we need is, you know, more post-War on Terror media that justifies it and says, no, it was fine to do this, actually, but, you know, some of the soldiers felt kind of bad about what they did. Very excited to... God, yeah. I'm so fucking tired. Giving hate Hilly.
Glad to have you back.
Because one, 6 Days in Fallujah decides to... I didn't think it would be canceled from the first time because the mother of a dead son didn't want his name or image in it. That was, I believe, part of it, combined with the game just got a ton of media pushback, and Konami was publishing it at the time. And Konami's pretty good, or at least back then, they were pretty good about when they hear something is gonna give them shit, they're like, okay, I don't want to deal with that. And that's when it comes to, like, projects that aren't internal. They were real big on dropping publishing something if anything seemed even a little fucky for them.
You had us worried there, Sergeant. Glad you're back.
But yeah, with fucking 6 Days of Fallujah, it's like, not only are you like not even trying to fictionalize the account in terms of people involved, but you are fictionalizing the things that people did. And the shit that happened is so unbelievably fucking heinous. And to have people play that, and then with the idea of, oh, well, you know, you'll feel kind of bad about it, but these are still our protagonists, and we're gonna make sure that you really explore how they felt about it. And so it's like, no, fuck off. They don't get to have that. You don't get to put players in a situation where they can play something like this and be like, this is a rocking good time. I'm having fun playing this game where I get to, you know, completely destroy the lives of actual civilians. Nah, it got some real bad pushback for a reason, and the fact that it's coming back now is... man. Kind of what I'm not looking forward to is finding out how Marty feels about the response to it, because Marty's been kind of a fuckhead the last couple of years, but especially the last few weeks, which really sucked to see. Because I liked Marty O'Donnell a lot, or I thought I did. But some of the stuff he's been doing, the way he's been acting, is not cool. Why does he keep putting me in these big open environments? Like, the AI is not designed for this kind of stuff. It is literally built for closed, cramped environments so it can interact with said environments in specific ways. Yeah, Marty's been ugh. That's another thing I don't even want to fucking... I don't even know where to start with. It just sucks, you know? Like, this doesn't feel like Fear. This feels like a Fear mod. Like a really bad, like, mod pack, you know? Yeah, the 6 Days in Fallujah situation is just gonna go bad all around. There's not gonna be anything positive coming out of that for anyone.
Rescue and recon, then. Roger that.
Oh. That's why quick save. Even if they do war crimes as bad, news media will, like, well, more likely shit all over it. Yeah, because it's like, okay, if you're gonna do that shit, maybe don't do it with, like, actual events, you know? You do, like, a Spec Ops thing, where you pull some inspiration or whatever. You don't do... Okay. You don't do real shit with real people. And even Spec Ops I have problems with. Mostly in that I think Spec Ops kind of revels in the misery of its situation, to the point that its messaging itself can get kind of muddled in all the gamification of what it's doing. Like, it goes so out of its way to make you feel bad about shit that you have no choice but to do, and then gets really up its own ass about being like, well, why did you turn the game off? It just sucks. I like...
Keep your focus. Get to the data center.
I mostly like Spec Ops still. But it's clumsy as hell. And I know it got some criticism at the time, but I think it really deserved a lot more. And it sucks that most of the criticism for it has only been coming over the last, like, few, like, 5-ish years or so. Disco Elysium was just like, nah, fuck the troops, they're assholes. Yeah, I need to get back to Disco Elysium really bad. Yeah, you know, just don't fucking pull from reality in, like, a literal way. Especially shit that's happened, like, super recently.
I'm moving in.
The Highway of Death and how that got handled. That's real bad. Or hell, the fucking, you know, the home invasion mission that you do or whatever it was.
ATC is hiding something.
That's got some.
And we're caught in the crossfire.
That's got some real bad messaging around it. I'm gonna go upstairs first. In case there's anything up there. Oh. Yeah. Probably north. So, See, a room like this is fine. This is a good fear room. I'm glad that shooting grenades is always going to feel good in this, no matter how bad the actual expansion is. We're just back to replica soldiers now. Man, it's just swapping between factions so suddenly.
Brother breathing down my neck about his men. Let's pick up the pace.
And now I'm back to ATC?
I need help.
God.
Remember, we're meeting at the maintenance entrance.
God, the fucking flow of this is so weird. Like, I went from fighting replica soldiers to ATC, replica soldiers for one encounter, and then 2 feet away from them, ATC again. So weird. Man,
About time, Sergeant. Nice to
Every time I think about Rainbow Six Siege, I fucking what was that canceled game? Patriots? Was it? The one that has the fucking press X to kiss your wife prompt in the fucking trailer.
See, you got all your fingers and toes.
You did good, Sergeant. Is there replica activity in the building?
No sign of replicas on the satellite.
We proceed with extreme caution. We still don't know what we're dealing with.
I want an immediate feed.
Oh yeah, no. Vietnam games are also a real. Not feeling this.
Any and all data collected.
Copy.
Stay close, Sergeant.
Yes, I agree, Kicker. Well, the thing is, as well, is that, you know, focusing on, you know, the soldier did a bad, you know, soldiers did a bad thing and they feel bad about it, doesn't get to the root issue in which is, you know, we send people off to kill others and invade other countries solely for the sake of our own government's capitalistic desires. And that part itself is never made the focus. The focus is solely, man, it sucks that we had to do the bad thing. Like, man. Undone the point, man. That's that's pretty. Yeah, that's 100% how this feels. One of the reaction was to Apocalypse Now at the time, considering how it's pretty clear how the U.S. are the bad guys in that movie. You know, I've actually never looked at what the response was to that. I probably should.
Replicas do this?
And not their MO.
Are any of the other teams reporting anything at all like this?
Negative. Looks like we got a unique situation on our hands.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we.
Chen, what do you make of it?
Now, let's see what we got here. Multiple gunshot wounds, lacerations, and evidence of blunt trauma. Whoever did this is thorough.
Watch your ass.
Great. Some numbnuts tripped the gates. The building is in lockdown.
Sergeant, find some way to get these doors open and the lights back on.
Listen up. We got live Delta Force in the building. They've holed up on the 3rd floor in a security office. I want your team up there now.
Yeah, well, we're not going anywhere till we get these gates up.
Jen, stow it.
I'm just saying.
Then get the gates open. We don't know how much time they have left.
Yeah, just honestly, yeah, just do what Ace Combat does. Do it as much as possible. Better yet, let's just make more Ace Combat games. Yeah, that's what this makes me fucking think of. This is like the GoldenEye grenade launcher. 100%. Oh yeah, Ace Combat story is crazy good. People say, you know, it's Metal Gear with fighter jets, but it really is. Didn't look very good. Okay. And they're really just going for the jump scares in this one, huh? Zoro, you should give Ace Combat a shot. It's wonderful. You don't even need to... I mean, I think you should play as many of them as possible. At the very least, you should definitely play 4, 5, and 0. But 7, I think, is a good starting point. You know, it doesn't have any reliance on the others and stuff to play it. Just go check it out. Get it on sale.
Good work,
It's
Sergeant.
wonderful.
2nd floor's open. Let the D-boys know we're heading up.
Well, no, Monolith didn't do this expansion. This is done by Timegate.
Sergeant, we're taking fire. These must be the bastards that killed the civilians.
And Timegate did Section 8 and Colonial Marines. Oh, it's Fear in General, yeah. Yeah. Oh, here's our new enemies. Okay. That sure was something, I guess. Oh, man. The Thinman from XCOM. Wanted to be a fighter pilot growing up, and then I realized everything else that go along with it. Hey, you too! Yeah, me as well. That's one of my secret passions, is, fighter jet stuff. I never talk about it with anyone because I don't know anyone that cares about that stuff at all but me. But yeah, I was super interested in like getting to the Air Force and stuff, but then, you know, then I realized how the military is, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to do that.
We're on the 3rd floor. They've herded us into a security office. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
Copy. Pick up the pace. Delta Force isn't gonna rescue.
Yeah, I actually specifically wanted to be a mechanic. I just want to work on the planes themselves and shit. And so that bit in 7 was really nice. I felt that. All countries' militaries are bad, yes. Getting into fighter planes seems like it being into mecha tangent. It is. It 100% is. Don't see through me like that. I don't like it. Oh. God, these enemies' voices suck so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Timegate, what did you do? Oh, that's bad. Oh, that was really bad. Oh no. Okay. I didn't get this far in Perseus Mandate before where I actually fought the new dudes. Oh. Okay. Alright. You got Emperor's voices. Oh god. Okay.
Who the fuck are these guys? These guys are definitely not replicas or associated with ATC. They must be mercs of some kind. I want to know who hired these guys and why.
Just look at this. Look at how this is standing out. This is what is going on in Perseus Mandate. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, no, hold on. Listen to this. What is that sound? What is going on? Like, you know. That's so clear and nice. God, that's like a fucking sound effect I'd hear in a fucking Halo Custom Edition custom tag weapon. Jesus. Okay. Funny thing that gets me about flying planes, aside from being super high up in the skies, that I've ever got to pilot one, is shit I gotta land this thing. Yeah, that's the big scary thing for me. Even in fucking flight sims and shit, I can never get a handle on landing without like panicking a little bit every time. And that's why I will never be able to actually fly one myself. Sometimes I get worried when I see people that I know that tweet or retweet stuff that are correct about the US, but then act like nothing bad happens to other countries. Yeah, it sucks! To be fair, like, in the US, we're so, like, fucking isolated and focused on our own, like, both our own interests and our own problems that we never just look at other countries, and man, it sucks. God, what is this? What are these voices? Oh, it's so boneless. It's so nothing. If AVGN can't land a plane, what help do we have? They sound like pitch-shifted brutes. Yeah, I feel that. That's about right. I feel it's sort of valid to point out the US military's issues because they've got the biggest dick. Yep, they can't overlook the stuff every other military gets up to. Yep. I do think we also need to keep in mind that, like, you know, while you may not necessarily see someone talking about, you know, certain other issues, they may very well actually care and may just be focusing on it elsewhere as well. Can't ever really know for sure. But I also think that if you have a platform, you should, you know, use it properly. That... Okay.
You have one new message.
This is Greg at corporate. Scott Rusty's not answering his landline or his cell. You guys there at all?
End of messages.
Oh, we're back to...
Some schematics.
We're back to the boneless voicemails as well. Folks act like, oh, there's nothing wrong going on in China. It's kind of worrisome to me. Yep.
You're gonna need to make your way to the computer core in order to access the mainframe.
And that's the thing as well, is it's so fucking hard to keep track of everything going on as well, like, God. There's just so much shit going nuclear in the world right now.
You have one new message.
But I hope people will at least, like,
Scott, Walter
try.
Wright here. Word's coming down from up top to dump all data. Files labeled Perseus, Icarus, and Synchronicity are
Oh,
going
no.
well. Something big must be going down.
End of messages.
This isn't the first time Synchronicity has come up tonight. It must be connected to Perseus and Fettel.
Oh, we're just talking about Fettel now, I guess. Okay. Alright.
Target is confirmed to be in the area. Keep your eyes peeled. We think there may be 2 or 3 of them. Target's fine. Get down. Can anyone see him?
Oh. For some reason I didn't expect the extraction point weapons to show up. That's nice. I'll take that.
We need to move fast. They've been scrambling to destroy information.
There's just nothing going on with these dudes. Still love that, though. Why is it that when I'm back in these enclosed environments where, you know, the AI should be able to operate properly, I'm fighting these completely new enemies that have no personality with them instead of replicas, which, you know, would make this feel more like Fear. Should have done his voice. These dudes like how gamers sound over Xbox mics. Yes. Well, I'm pretty sure this expansion at least like looks the way it does because this one was designed specifically for the bad console ports of Fear. But I'm not 100% on that. I could be wrong. But yeah, it's. Oh,
We
man.
found Delta Force. Repeat, we have found Delta Force.
Also, you're a good kid. I think the annoyance from people from other countries that U.S. politics are important. Even here in Colombia, most Americans can't even spell our country correctly. Yeah, that's about right. Like we affect shit fucking everywhere, and we don't give a shit about it at all. Ah, love to be in a major superpower,
What took your ass so long to
but we
get
can't do anything at all.
If it weren't for that turret there, we'd be dead.
It's like my apartment in here.
Jen, I want those back online ASAP.
I'm already on it, Captain.
What's the sit rep?
Grim. This is all that's left. These guys, whoever they are, they're good. Came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, I
took out
counted
most
the
of my
thing.
crew.
That sounds about right from what I've heard.
We're gonna take them on.
That's classified.
Any idea what it is they're
Feel
after?
real bad for all my friends that live in Vancouver and are dealing with, you know, economic collapse.
I'd like to get my men out of here first, if you don't mind.
What's the status on the medevac?
The Black Hawk is on its way.
This should do it. Damn, look at that.
This is not good. Hang on, what's this? Put it on the main screen.
Give me the encryption codes, and this'll stop. I can't do that. I just can't. I can't.
This feels like a machinima.
Won't. Mr. Bristol. You ran Perseus for Harlan Wade. And I know.
This has really big machinima energy.
No, it wasn't me. I swear. I don't have the codes. The decryption code, Mr. Bristol. The code, the code, the code.
Yeah, I fucking remember. Fucking Rooster Teeth one.
I've already told you. I don't know
What was it called again?
you're talking
Panics,
about.
I think?
We're gonna take synchronicity with or without your help, Mr. Bristol. Make it easier on yourself. Cost notes. Synchronicity was an event. There's nothing to steal. You're gonna create the event. You'll need her for that. And she's someplace you'll never find her. Pray you don't.
Oh no.
We'll decrypt the data ourselves. We're being watched. Kill everyone in the building.
Why does that guy sound like fucking...
That was one mean looking.
What's his name in Deus Ex? Ultra Simons, I think?
Son of a bitch.
We've got to move these men out of here and fast. Sergeant, hold them off while we get the wounded out.
Don't look so worried. Just get on that turret.
Oh, man. Oh. That was easy. Yeah, there's optional turret stuff in the main game, but that's the point, it's optional. Prior one is really weird. Yeah, turret sections going the way of the dodo was real good. Okay, where am I going? Not this way, I'm guessing. Yeah, this way. Interval 2, Revelation. When is it? It's 11. I'll play a little bit longer.
I'm gonna need access to their mainframe. From there I can trace all network traffic within the last couple of hours and get a better idea of what they're after. I want an immediate feed of any and all data collected. The other team has confirmed that the point of Perseus was to train telepathic commanders to work with clone soldiers, although it looks like Paxton Fettel was the only commander in the program. Your tax dollars at work, gentlemen. It appears that Fettel was developed as part of a project called Origin. They pulled the plug
Oh,
a few
this
years
looks
after he was
rough.
born. Apparently something went seriously wrong.
At least that works. Are you also going to play Fear 3? Yes, I've actually got someone that I'm going to be doing co-op with for it, so that'll at least ease that suffering a little bit. Talking today about that era of the gen where like publishers started hoping out all these missions to stop used game sales. Yeah, do you guys remember fucking Project $10 that EA did? Like that was what it was fucking called. Where like Mass Effect 2, Dead Space 2, some UFC games, basically everything that they would release at the time would, if you bought the game new, you would get a online pass sort of thing. For the case of Mass Effect 2, it gave you access to the Cerberus network. For like the UFC games, it allowed you to play online. Same with Dead Space 2 as well for its multiplayer. Yeah, Battlefield 3 had it. Bad Company 2 had it as well. Anyway, the point was, if you bought the game new, you got it for free. If you didn't, then you had to spend $10 to get it digitally. And that was how they decided to try... I think Bad Company 2 had it, I'm not 100%. And that was how they tried to fight used game sales. And it sucked, and no one liked it, and it died, because it didn't affect used game sales at all. And it just, all it did was piss people off.
You have one new message. First message from an outside number.
Greg again. Why aren't any of you people answering the fucking phones? Do I have to come over there and do this myself?
Like in the case of Mass Effect 2 with the Cerberus News Network, it gave you all like that game's free DLC, like Zaid and the really bad Firewalker missions and a couple of the like free weapons and armor that they put out. Not all of it, because there were still the paid DLCs like Kasumi and Arrival and Shadow Broker. I think one of the things that that helped kill Project $10 was one of the online pass requirements for either one of the FIFA or UFC games. It was still purchasable after the multiplayer was taken down. And not only that, whenever you booted the game up, you would get a prompt saying, hey, you don't have this, you should buy it if you plan to play the game, without informing people, hey, if you buy this, you're spending money on nothing. This is before there were digital refund policies as well. The backlash to that was real bad. Oh yeah, this was also right before digital sales got real big in general, yeah.
What's your status?
I really don't know what just happened there.
We've got an unaccompanied minor in the building. Keep an eye out for a girl, approximately 8, in a red dress. What are you talking about? She's right. She was right there. Stay focused, Lieutenant.
Secure the area. Team, take cover. Squad, close in. Does anyone have a
I hit the wrong button. I think people are a little meaner about 7th gen than it fully deserves. 7th gen really had some real bad shit, don't get me wrong. There was some good stuff in that gen. You know, we saw things like Halo 3 and, you know, one sec.
Can you see him?
We saw basically the end of, like, paid map packs for games, and what the fuck just happened? We got games like New Vegas, we got Alpha Protocol. There was a lot of good stuff that gen. The tech we were dealing with was real bad real fast, but I honestly think that where we've kind of wound up at is honestly kind of a bit worse. It's not great. The way free-to-play models have become the way they are now is really fucking dire.
We have a situation.
I feel like we have more and more instances of studios just getting gobbled up and shut down, and, you know, creative expression just getting completely hindered. Thankfully, though, indies have been doing better and better as well, so that's nice. But man.
Take cover. I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I know there was a really bad period where shit was all really gray and ugly looking and stuff. But, like, there were a lot of really pretty fucking games in 7th gen as well. Yeah, Judgment also had some color to it, I think.
Frame yet?
Threat
But
sighted.
that was done by People Can Fly, so that helped.
Grenade.
Oh yeah. Big start of the blue and orange, and just saturation getting upped in general.
Got Delta Force out. Jen and Rains are heading back in. Fantastic. The data's uploading. Okay. Make your way to the lobby and wait for extraction.
Advance on target. Advancing. Get to cover. Look out, grenade. Does anyone have a visual on the target?
Okay, so they got the data they were after, but didn't have time to completely cover their tracks, so we may get a break here. The actual data is encrypted.
Here's what I don't understand. Replicas are Perseus, right? Everything in this building is ancient history. So why here when there's a real live Perseus compound out there?
Grenade.
What the? Oh, these are supposed to be the big cool dudes, I guess. Oh. You're really happy if Cliff B just sort of faded away. Hasn't he? Hasn't he sort of just faded away?
Delta Force out. Jen and Rains are heading back in. Fantastic. The data's uploading. Okay. Make your way to the lobby and wait for extraction.
Advance on target. Advancing.
They got the data they were after, but didn't have time to cover their tracks, so we may get a break here. The actual data is encrypted.
Here's what I don't understand. Replicas are Perseus, right? Everything in this building is ancient history. So why here when there's a real live Perseus compound out there?
Okay. I think that's all Bob can handle for tonight. Oh god, this I feel my brain just steadily like slipping away and shutting down, and that's Perseus Mandate. Well, we will be getting more of that soon. I might stream again this weekend potentially, because we're gonna get some real bad cold. So I'm probably not gonna be going out very much. So thank you everyone for coming out. This has been as always wonderful. Extraction Point was a great time, aside from the yeah, it's been real icy here in Missouri, especially here in Springfield. But yeah, it's Extraction Point was wonderful, aside from all the weird glitches I've never encountered before and had to work around. It's weird that Perseus Mandate is running perfectly fine, but it's also miserable. Oh yeah, oh you're a French upload, cool, yeah. I think I saw on your your Twitter that you live in Missouri. I keep fucking finding out that that half of my Twitter followers apparently like live in Missouri or just near me in general. I've got someone I know and I've known it's been a mutual of mine for a few years. Their parents live in the same fucking neighborhood as me, and we only just realized it. It's I don't know what the fuck it is about Missouri, but everyone is here for some reason. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming out. I will give an update on specifically when I'll be streaming again, and it's going to be more Perseus Mandate, and hopefully I'll be able to finish that, and maybe we'll start Fear 2 depending on how long it takes. But goodbye, thank you everyone, be good.